Oklahoma is the 37th state to accept Medicaid expansion, and the program is already proving to be very popular with the people who are signing up for it. But there is a learning curve for those Oklahomans who are eligible, and we thought it would be helpful to bring in reporter Trevor Brown with our content partner Oklahoma Watch to share some information you need to know to gain access to Soonercare benefits. Trevor, how many people have signed up for expanded Medicaid, and how many people do state officials think will be eligible for it in all?
So far, about 120,000 people have signed up. That was through July 1st. The state has started to process the applications beginning June 1st. So we have about a month of people applying at this point. The state, however, projects about 200,000 people will eventually sign up.
Give me some of the criteria for eligibility. Who qualifies?
And they have to make up to 138% of the poverty level. For an individual, that's about $18,000 a year. For a family of four, it's about $36,500. These are what we would call the working poor, people that they made too much to qualify for subsidized insurance before, but now with expansion, they can get totally free, almost totally free health coverage.
Are the enrollees primarily coming from urban or rural areas at this point?
It's a lot easier for people in urban areas to get signed up because they have, more access to internet, more access to health clinics. In the rural, that's a bigger concern because a lot of people are applying online. A lot of people don't have internet in the rural parts of the state.
Getting the word out seems to be the key here. Is there money available for advertising to do that?
The state has awarded a $500,000 contract to the advertising firm here in Oklahoma City. Beginning July 1st, they started to get the word out. They're setting up billboards. They have an ad buy campaign. The question is that enough? We'll be watching to see how, far-reaching this campaign that the state is leading actually goes.
Are there plans for mass sign-up events where people could go to one location and get all of their needs taken care of at one time?
I talked to the state, and they're not planning any state-sponsored big sign-up events, but I've talked to the clinics, and some of them are doing it themselves. Some of them, community action agencies throughout the state are doing them.
Trevor, where does Oklahoma rank in terms of citizens lacking health insurance nationally?
Going into this year, we are second to last in the country. We have outside of Texas, we have the highest uninsured rate of the country. This is a big problem for the state. It's a big problem for rural hospitals. They're doing a lot of uncompensated care because people come in, they're not going to turn them down.
How has the Oklahoma Supreme Court's decision to block Governor Stitt's plan to privatize the expansion changed its implementation or its future, if at all?
So to be clear, Medicaid expansion was going to happen regardless of what happened with managed care. But now with managed care on the sidelines, Medicaid expansion is going just as planned. There's no complications. So if you're watching that and you're concerned about that affecting your expansion eligibility, there's nothing to worry about there.
Trevor, final question. Is this just a game-changing moment for Oklahoma's poor in terms of their healthcare needs?
I talked to some providers and they say once they told a patient they're now eligible for Medicaid, they broke down in tears. They might have been able to get emergency care before, but they had to put off, these long-term care that, surgeries, big procedures that they just certainly didn't have, any capability of paying for. Now, they can get that pretty much lined up right away and get treated, get their problem solved, and hopefully become healthier.
Trevor Brown with Oklahoma Watch, excellent reporting. Thank you for your time.
Thanks so much for having me, Rich.